With Mitch Trubisky still out, Chase Daniel is expected to make his second straight start, and he did pretty well on Thanksgiving. 73% completion percentage, 2 touchdowns, no interceptions. Actually, pretty comparable to Trubisky's numbers. Not saying they are anywhere near the same player, but those numbers right there, they kind of tell that story a little bit. So, Stace, what do you expect from Chase Daniel tomorrow?
I've covered this team a lot, guys, as I live in Chicago. And here's the thing about Chase Daniel. He is truly an extension of the coaching staff. He's been in this system before. We all know that about Matt Nagy. But what is this offense, okay, with his head coach, Matt Nagy? This offense is not designed to have to get the ball to superstars. It's designed, or weapons like, you know, I've got to get the ball to Odell Beckham Jr. This offense is designed to get the ball in space and to find the open man. So you might have a game where Trey Burton has 100 yards receiving. Maybe it's Allen Robinson. Maybe Jordan Howard has a big day out of the backfield. Maybe it's Tariq Cohen. Maybe it's Anthony Miller. This offense is designed to get the ball in space. Chase knows the offense. They haven't changed so much. He's not running as much as Mitch, but he's been successful because he understands it.
Yeah, what you're explaining to me sounds a lot like the Patriots, right? Like the Patriots offense is kind of built that way, right? Like they don't have a one person that they have to go to all the time. You see a lot of times the running backs can end up being the having the most receiving yards on the team, or sometimes it could be Josh Gordon, it could be whoever else. It just has that opportunistic feel. It sounds like what you're describing.
Anybody who's got any of these skill position players in fantasy, you're frustrated because week to week, one guy's carrying your team, the next week he's got like 2 points for you. But Adam Rank will tell us about that later. Back to Mitchell Trubisky. I gather that if the Super Bowl were this weekend, and let me check. No, it's not. Okay, that he could have played. You got it. That he could have played here. And at this point, they're saying, well, why rush it? In large part because they trust Chase Daniel. They've got the Rams on deck. No disrespect to the Giants. They've got the Rams on deck, though. It's obviously a big game for them coming up. So they just said, you know what, not going to push it. Let him recover at his own pace. A bruised shoulder is the way that it was described to me. So I'm looking for him to try to return next week. But right now, for this team to trust their defense, trust Chase Daniel, and trust all those weapons at his disposal.
Well, that offense, Stacey, you were talking about, it's a very multiple offense. Right? Anybody can be the main guy on any given day. You look at Chase Daniel's numbers last week on 37 pass attempts. His he averaged getting the ball out at 2.5 seconds. Like that's fast, guys. In the course of dropping back and throwing the football, that's getting the ball out of your hands. That's helping your offensive line. That's helping your run game at times also. And that's Mitchell Trubisky's fastest time of getting the ball out, and Chase Daniels averaged this. Then on the defensive side of the ball, I know everybody talks about Khalil Mack, but to me, Akeem Hicks is the guy that you have to block if you want to have any success against this defense. He's huge. He cannot be moved. I've seen him on tape. The guy just turn around and knock people over. He's very athletic. He seems like he's this year's version of Fletcher Cox. How it was last year, how we got excited about that Philadelphia Eagles defense.
He's been a vision out there. 3 forced fumbles.
Crazy. It's like you can't get away from him. He jumps off of the tape. So for me, this defense not only can carry this team, this defense can win games. And then you look at on the back end, these safeties just taking the ball and scoring touchdowns with it. I'm very, very pleasantly surprised with the Chicago Bears entire team, and Matt Nagy's done a phenomenal job.
Akeem Hicks, he is on pace right now for the most tackles in his career, and he's going to be going up against Saquon Barkley, who never fumbles the ball. So I'm so excited about that matchup in general.
And I will just say one thing. This team would run through a brick wall for their head coach. They love Matt Nagy. He has rules in place. He has discipline, but he also gives them grace. He is the epitome of a player's coach, and they are balling on both sides right now. And I'll tell you this about Chase Daniel. He probably knows the offense better than Mitch Trubisky. So for Bears fans out there, don't be too concerned.
They're in good hands. They're in good hands. I played with Chase. He was with Drew Brees for a long time when I was there in New Orleans. You know, he learned from a good one. He learned from one of the best.
It's been really fun to watch the Bears win these division games. I mean, like, that's not something that we're used to seeing in general. It wasn't under John Fox, and now they are getting it done.
Can I get a chorus line celebration?